phrase, keep it in the family, doesn't necessarily sound alarming on the surface. In a healthy family, this phrase can simply refer to keeping intimate details private or not sharing every disagreement with the public. But in dysfunctional or emotionally immature family systems, it can take on a very different meaning. Instead of protecting people's privacy, it begins to protect the family's image. The message becomes, don't tell anyone what goes on here, even if you're being hurt. The reputation of the family becomes more important than the individual well-being of the members living inside it. Children are especially vulnerable to these types of repeated messages because they're still forming their understanding of the world. When they hear things over and over, such as family is first, blood is thicker than water, don't air your dirty laundry, or keep it in the family, the child may begin to believe that loyalty means silence. Rather than asking whether a behavior is healthy or unhealthy, they may ask themselves, should they be talking about it at all? Would talking about it make the family look bad? The focus shifts away from truth and onto maintaining appearances, false appearances. This is one reason that emotionally immature or dysfunctional families can be difficult to leave or even question. The repeated conditioning has discouraged independent thinking. Repeated messages often become internal rules that shape how people interpret events and what they feel like they're allowed to do. A simple phrase can carry an enormous amount of emotional pressure if it's been repeated for years. This doesn't mean that the phrases are literal magic spells, but their power does come from repetition, belief, and emotion. When a trusted authority figure, a parent, a grandparent, repeats the same phrase throughout childhood, it can become deeply embedded. And later, even as an adult, a child can feel guilty for speaking up, even when they logically know that they haven't done anything wrong. The words themselves are not controlling people, but repeated language can strongly influence our beliefs and behavior, especially when questioning those beliefs was never allowed. It can be helpful to pause when you catch yourself thinking one of these phrases and ask yourself, what does this belief actually protect? If it's protecting someone's dignity by not sharing something, that may be healthy. But if silence is only protecting someone causing harm, the phrase is no longer serving its original purpose. Healthy families value respect, honesty, and repair more than maintaining any type of image. Healing can begin when you replace these conditioned slogans with healthier principles. Instead of keep it in the family, you could switch to what promotes growth and healing. Instead of believing that loyalty requires silence, you can begin to recognize that real loyalty is honesty and accountability. Healthy relationships do not depend on secrecy to survive. They can withstand truth. When we can begin to start questioning the messages that we absorbed while we were growing up, we can take back our freedom. We reclaim the right to decide what beliefs reflect our values, and we can get rid of beliefs that don't reflect our conscience and we've just inherited. Have a good day.